While the market suffered from some side effects of taking tariff medicine, President Trump was seeking phenomenal offers and ready to deal. Vietnam just got their checkup. After getting slapped with one of the highest tariff rates, all it took was one phone call. And Trump says Nam is open to having zero tariffs. And if you believe Dr. Don's ready to operate on every country mooching off Uncle Sam, but as usual, Democrats in the media are flatlining and taking off their shoes like it's a code blue in the spin room.
Here is a shoe. It's my shoe, right? It is made in China. You talked about these luxury products.
They are.
Right, but you take your shoe off and see where it's made.
Yes.
Made in China, made in Vietnam. This is going to be 34% more expensive.
Made one of the dumbest decisions he's ever made as president, and that's saying a lot.
What Donald Trump has announced in terms of his tariffs is just plain dumb.
I began to understand how this is the only guy in America that could bankrupt multiple casinos.
So what's the recovery plan for the patient? Well, more U.S. manufacturing and jobs. This former auto worker says the tariffs are working and the so-called experts are all wrong.
Nobody was crying these crocodile tears when they were closing the Mound Road engine plant that Chrysler had in Macomb County, or the Romeo engine plant in Romeo, Michigan in Macomb County. But all of a sudden, now that we're trying to bring these products back, these components and these vehicles back to the United States, all of a sudden, all the so-called experts are saying it's going to plunge us into recession and be terrible for the economy.
And once upon a time, Democrats used to love tariffs.
It's also proper for advanced economies like the United States to insist on reciprocity from nations like China that are no longer solely poor countries, to make sure that they're providing access to their markets.
The average U.S. MFN tariff on Chinese goods coming into the United States is 2%, whereas the average Chinese MFN tariff on U.S. goods going into China is 35%. Is that reciprocal? The fact is that U.S.-China trade is a job loser.
Well, someone snuck into the country before the tariffs went up, Piers Morgan. Guess now we're stuck with you. How are you?
Well, you might be. I mean, you think you're joking. I turned 60 on Sunday, and I thought that would be the worst thing that happened to me.
Wait, I'm older than you?
Wow,
Yes.
really?
That's amazing.
By how many decades?
Boy, we are better looking in America. What?
No, I thought that would be the most difficult thing I had to deal with this week, and now I discover I'm so poor, having been in America for 1 week, I may not be able to afford to leave. So, Jesse, I thought I'd come and kip on your sofa. What do you think?
No, there's no room, Piers.
Yeah.